Hi, I'm Beebee. I'm here with my dog Ruby. This is Scrambled Sid City. I don't know how to save a life, but I'm gonna try. I don't wanna. What? Frequency freezes up. 404s if you wanna. I don't think that's what she expected to hear. I mean, I get that. What does I don't wanna even mean? Then again, it might mean a lot, actually. While we struggle, we hear a shout from down the hall. Then two other voices. Got him! Yeah! Considering that dude marched two cops into the back earlier, I guess they got the better of him, which means, insanely, that the gang's pretty much all been neutralized. Frequency's arm relaxes a little, like she knows any more force isn't needed, and when the cops run back into the hall, guns at the ready, they see the result of our little fight. Oh, wait, considering how I'm hanging off Freak right now, I must kind of look like a bad guy too, so I quickly disentangle from her, bow my head, and kind of lean into her to show that we're mostly friends. Until the topic of killing people comes up. Frequency? Damn, I mean, fair enough, she's famous, but getting just recognized like that is pretty impressive. Frequency says, we'll leave the cleanup to you. They dropped the weapon they were using, I think. She eyes me up for a second, like she's assuming I did something with it, and hey, she's not wrong. Despite the cops asking a few more pretty reasonable questions, like what the fuck was that gun, Frequency jerks her head at me as if to say it's time for us to leave, which it is. I'm tempted to name drop myself as I do, but right now I'm more bothered about confronting Alexa about just what she was doing. We rush out of the police station the same way we came in, the huge hole in the wall, and dash off into another alley and another until we're in the back lot of the hotel we thought we were going to be targeting in the first place. And now the excitement, fear, and adrenaline are all draining away. I'm left with this feeling of anger. It's not like Alexa actually betrayed me. She's just doing exactly what she told me she'd do. But I grab at the cuff of her mantle, pulling her face in close, and push up her goggles. Bet it's harder for her to avoid my questions when I'm looking at her dead in the eyes. What the hell was that ball thing? It was a stun grenade. Really? After all that, a freaking stun grenade? Even if I believed her, then why the hell were the literal armed henchmen with a supergun less dangerous in her eyes than Enchantress? This is just like last time, we say. You could have just told me, oh, Scrambled, this is literally just a flashbang. I won't kill them, chill out, instead of just looking at me like some moron. Sure, I couldn't see her eyes behind the goggles, but I could tell. Alexa says, because I didn't know you thought I was some homicidal maniac. We say, then what's the whole deal with Enchantress? Why are you cool with just breaking the dude's arm and leaving him be, but she's gotta die? Alexa says, because I'm human, Sid. I can't be always clear-minded or logical, but I know what justice is. I know what my view of justice is. But this was never about that. What Enchantress did, it scared me as a hero, and she cuts herself off, looking me in the eyes, and puts a hand on my shoulder as if trying to reassure me, make me believe her. My breath hitches just for a moment, but that's not going to cut it. We all have things we hold dear to us, she says. I don't know what you're getting at all. Sorry. Can't she just give me a straight-up explanation? Or do something other than stare at me kind of pathetically? I'm going to go, she says, Sid. But I don't let myself listen. I turn my back, wave back at her, and cloak myself, and run. Like a bitch. Forget that I'm a physical object or that I exist under the camouflage. I just run as fast as I can, not even thinking about whether my limbs are there or not, where I'm going, or if my footsteps ring so loud people look in my direction. I'm way past the coffee shop by now, and my place is on the other side of town. Just away from Alexa for now. Not because I'm scared of her. But because, and this is so selfish, but this sucks. I hate this, having to think about what it means to be a hero. Having the person who made me actually feel like I could do all this crap be just as stupid and dumb and fallible as I am. It just hurts a lot. I want to believe in Alexa. I want to understand her. I want to know why some world-class hero like her is ruining herself over some nobody. And I know I wouldn't feel like this if I didn't care about her. Deep. We got the deep feels. It's been a month. It's been maybe a week since I talked to Alexa. Not maybe. If I think about it just for a second, I know exactly how many days it is. But, hey, I don't fuck with that. I mean, I've got a life to live. Work, friends, I have them, sure. Maybe I don't talk about them all that much, but I do. Nerd shit, all that. I can take my mind off it. Nerd shit, you know. I'm getting better at doing hero stuff on my own, too. Hell, the other day, this girl with the world's most shitty ice powers, I'm not kidding, she could literally just freeze her own hand, was like, "Oh my god, are you that weirdo invisible lady with the phone?" I told her, the name's Scrambled. Sure, I'm invisible. I don't know what you mean about the phone. Maybe you got me scrambled up with someone else? And I'm totally getting better at the one-liners, right? No. What? And no, you definitely are. You, like, have this weird voice coming from you and stuff. And Scrambled says, don't believe everything you hear, kid. Hearing frequency being so closely associated with my work is a complex kind of feel. Like, yeah, people recognize me. That's nice. But is it really me they recognize? And I mean, I don't have that phone anymore. Or, well, I have the phone. I need a phone. Still, even if it wipes itself every 24 hours, I'd buy a new one soon, since I don't think Enchantress is getting back to me with mine anytime soon. But I'm not talking to Alexa on it anymore, or taking instructions. It's not like I need her to do my job. Sure, she helps with the actually finding crimes to stop bit, but I apprehended this girl trying to, like, freeze the water pipes on this block with her hand for the purpose of something. Probably some tragic villain story. All I know is that having a block of ice for a hand made it harder to apply the zip ties. She calls, though. On that first day, she tried 3 times, and then 2 times the day after that, and then it's been 1 a day, on and off. She doesn't leave a message every time, though. Phone's telling me she's left 4 so far. It could be less. Might be other messages mixed up in there, but I feel too bad to listen through them and check. Sometimes I pull the phone out of my pocket and consider calling her up. I don't want to apologize because I don't have anything to apologize for, but I want to fix stuff. But then I pull out at the last second and end up shoving it right back into my jacket. And then after that I do some stuff to totally prove I'm good without her, like doing research into Enchantress by myself. See, I started getting this wild idea. If you had a power like that, you could make real money off it doing actual magic, right? And no one suspect anything. Can't see the wood for the trees, that kind of stuff. So I started checking that stuff out, seeing if any magicians fit the bill. It's not getting me very far, but I feel better about myself for doing something. All this stuff I'm saying about me being over her has to sound so fucking fake when all I do is just go on and on about me being totally cool without her. Fuck it, fine. The next time she rings, I'll pick up. The next time. The next time. Same as it ever was, same as it ever was. The next time. She didn't call. I guess she realized she was bothering me, and did the right thing, except I finally worked up the guts to say that I wanted to talk to her again, and I'm definitely not calling her, so... You stopped taking random lunch breaks, our coworker says. Huh? Oh yeah. What was that, anyway? Nothing, really. Coworker says, is it something from one of those mobile games you play? No, shut up! I'm still not over all the stuff I lost on that phone. Too soon, dude. I can't even play anything on this one. Thanks, Alexa. Solitaire, I guess, doesn't... Unless you're, like, concerned about keeping track of your score, but every new game of Solitaire is a new game. I ended up getting hung up on her, and now I'm all stupid and emo. Should have just realized she wasn't worth thinking about at the start. Should have just realized that argument was it, and we were done permanently, the end. You know, actually, yeah, this is the end. Fuck. Good afternoon, Alexa. Hi, can I take your order? Oh, shit. Oh, God, am I forcing it? A latte if you'd be able, says Alexa. Sure, though it looks like you take yours black, real bitter. Not sure if I have the right to get on her ass about that, considering, but... Alexa says, I have my mood swings sometimes, being a little sweeter. That has its perks. I want to die. What the fuck? How can you not love her? What the fuck? Okay. Do you actually want a latte, or, yes, if you would. On one hand, I thought seeing her again would be way more tense and awkward and strained, but on another, God, I was hoping for more drama than this. Right now, the biggest issue I'm facing is not wanting to just lose my shit. I do as Alexa asks, though. I don't even ask what beans she wants, because I don't want to have to grind them while we either stare in awkward silence, or she tries to explain herself while I'm at work. I just take whatever blend I've got grinded up behind the counter and start making up her latte. She's not complaining. No exact change this time, either. After you're off work, could we talk? She says. About what? She says, I don't think we left off on a very good note, and if nothing else, I'd like to give us some closure. Sid says, yeah, that's fair. I got a couple more hours left, so don't know if you want to wait till then? Alexa says, come over to mine afterwards then? Wait, why yours? It might be a little hard to coordinate somewhere else for us to meet, seeing as I don't think I have your number anymore. Yeah. Oh, that's fair. I'll be there at like 6. I'll see you then. Thank you, she says. She shuffles away from the counter, shoulders slumped back from her usual strong pose, and it's kind of cute in a way. Closure. Closure sounds good. She's so vulnerable. She just, please don't hurt her. Gonna be totally honest, I'm not coming here expecting a satisfying apology. When I ring the bell, she lets me in like normal, like nothing's changed. For a second, I can believe it, but hey, I'm here, she says. Thank you for coming. Come on, it'd be pretty shitty if I just left stuff as it was, like I've been doing for the last week and a half. She says, well, in the little gaps between her words, I hear that humming of the servers, the low buzzing of all the CRTs that I got so used to for a little while. Maybe it's a little comforting. Would you like something to drink? Fine for now. All business, huh? I'm not expecting understanding or your forgiveness, she says. But if there's still things you want to ask me, then you can. I'll do my best to give you the answers you deserve. Now, I could pretty much keep on asking her about the Enchantress thing, but I know pretty much how she always replies to that, i.e. by not replying. I kind of decide against it. So instead, my eye catches the picture frames I saw way back when, and I throw her a curveball. Something that, hey, she might actually answer? Probably not the thing you expected me to ask, but you know those pictures on the table over there? There's a girl in a few of them. Looks a bit like you, but younger. But she's also definitely not you. That your daughter? From the look on her face, that wasn't what she expected me to ask at all. That's just kind of awkward to suddenly hear out of nowhere. She says, yeah, it is. You recognize her, don't you? I do? I try, like really try to make it sound like I do, while baiting her for more info, but my voice falters way too much. I don't think the master detective over here is fooled at all. Mindstorm. Oh, shit! From the very beginning! That was a very good twist. I really appreciate, we're just going to pause for a little bit here. I really appreciate in Alexa's story. It's less so with Enchantress, I won't lie. All of the different threads of the story really come together in Alexa's. It feels really solid. And I appreciate that. And just one note, a couple of paragraphs back, she talked about how she felt, comforted by the sound of the servers. And I just think like their relationship is built up in a way that's very like organic and meaningful as far as these like dating sims go. And it's like they've actually like grown quite attached to each other and used to each other and have kind of started to incorporate each other into their lives and routines in such a way that being apart is like painful. And like it starts to make their relationship feel more real, which I appreciate. It's not like it's the physical attraction I think was there at the beginning with her calling her like Zaddy and stuff, but I feel like it's more depthy, which I like. But anyway, I'm just saying, I'm explaining why this one in particular really spoke to me, and I wanted to make sure that I could share this story with you guys because she's the best. I love her. So by the time she was in Shockwave, I wasn't so into them anymore. But it was after I was out of college, and desperately job hunting and sleeping on the couches of my friends with rich parents. But yeah, she was there. I totally forgot. She got in so young because reality warping prodigy. No one's going to say no to having that on their side. And now she's out there, 10 million light years away, fending off Darklaw single-handed. Did you push her into it? No, we made sure she was in touch with her powers from a very young age, since she had so much potential and talent, but we never made her do anything. In fact, I'm not sure if I ever wanted her to be a hero. But I suppose when your mother goes on and on about what's right and to always be conscientious and think about others, and you have powers like that, you just naturally want to save people. The human race is real lucky she never, had a rebellious streak we all have, huh? She probably saw her hopeless deadbeat of a mother and swore to never be like her instead. We'll pick up this, illuminating story in the next episode. See you then. Bye 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 bye.